get started with a couple things. Thanks for joining in. The one thing I wanted to talk about, there were a couple things. One, the one sheets have been done by Brittany. It's been done in so many different languages. It's in Italian, French, English, Arabic. I think she did it in for the UAE. I think she did it in Hebrew. And so we have all of those one-page that one pager that Eliana shared with us as an example. She has created those, so I'll just make sure that she will post those as well. Also, I think there's a way that you can edit it. I think that she worked with Cynthia. You guys worked together on it as well, I think, you and Brittany. So that
yeah, and if there's somebody who wants to change it, I can give them a link to Canva. Or I don't know if Brittany did hers in Canva, but they can get an editable link.
Yes, I think she did do it in Canva, but super excited. So you guys will have that. And I think it's such a great
Loren,
guide. Yeah.
I added the next 5 steps. So if you want me to send that to you and Brittany, you guys can look at it.
That would be great.
And see if you want to incorporate that.
That would be amazing. So that is amazing. So once again, hi Amanda, welcome. We're just talking about a couple things. We have a Monday call at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every Monday. And on that leadership call, what we did was we were talking about starter guides, if you would, for people. And Eliana shared with us literally what she learned from Eric Worre, talking about if your starter guide is more than an 8.5 by 11, it's too much. And so she created this awesome, along with, she got together with Cynthia, and we now have it for, I think there's like 6 different languages, and it's literally 3 steps. And so just if you want to have that as a resource for yourself, we'll be posting that on there. And I just think it's so great. It's really all about asking questions. It's really, is that Brittany right there? Brittany, I was just bragging about you. So, Brittany, did you want to share a little bit? Let me make you co-host and to maybe share a little bit about the starter pages. So, did you want to share a little bit about that? And then I'm going to talk about content. Is she there? I think she's here. Can she hear me? Brittany, can you hear me?
Could you go ahead first so I can get the thing up on my phone? So you can go ahead first and then I'll take over.
Okay, awesome. So those of you that haven't had the chance to meet Brittany, she is amazing. She is working with Danica, but really owning everything for our YOLO page. And we got together on our Monday call and shared a little bit about what can we do to really make sure people are super successful when they get started. And I know everybody's got their starter guides. We have the Freedom Revolution. We have so many resources that are available to everybody. Yet I love what Eliana shared on our call, and was like, you know what, if your starter guide is more than a 1 page, then it's too much for people. And I went through and the starter page that was created, and that's kind of leads into what I wanted to talk about today, was I think that sometimes when we forget what it's actually like to be a new partner, right? And it's actually the perfect time for everybody to be going through that starter page again. You know, I'm here in Florida having to learn something new, and it's scary, is what I'll just be honest about it, right? I'm excited. There's an excitement about it because we want to grow, but there's also a part that's very scary. And as we know, that growth happens during those tough times, the times when we're learning new things. And I think that this is so important for us to go back and just go back to the basics, and especially as we're having a conference. So maybe guiding your team of what you're going to be tuning into, guiding them of where they should possibly go based on, you know, where they're at in their business as well, if they're new and such. I'm hoping you guys will be joining on the session that I will be doing. I think you'll like it. It's really simple, but why personal development is so important in your growth in the business. But does anybody want to share anything right now until I pass it on over to Brittany to share a little bit about the starter page so she can show it with you guys? Anybody have anything?
I just want to say I've used it twice so far, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
It gets people fired up immediately. It
Yeah.
gets them on the product immediately. Yeah, it's so great, and it's not complicated, and it's been amazing. So yeah, I highly
And I don't know
recommend
about
it.
you, I really enjoyed going through it. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
didn't feel like work for me. It felt like it was very like personal, and it felt like I was like really just getting me to do what I needed to do. I wasn't anxious out.
And it's really good for people who kind of fizzle out.
Yeah.
Like I just go, let's just start from square one. Let's do that page again.
Awesome. Love it.
Well, I'm excited to see it. I just wanted to add, Lauren, I tend to use I think in my head about the bank when I'm starting someone, because I know if they're blueprint, they're going to love the Freedom Revolution. I get them in there. They just love filling out forms. And then if they're action, I don't even really talk about the Freedom Revolution. I'm like, let's just start talking to people. Give me your list. Like we do it as I'm talking to them. So I think that's just something to keep in mind.
I love that.
This
I love that.
sounds really great that it'll kind of get both.
And maybe, and like you said, like maybe this might be a thing that you give them, and then you know where to go for the next step for them.
Right.
Like you said, like maybe this is the baby step before getting them to either like know to go to the Freedom Revolution or let's just get busy and do it. So let me see if she's about, and once again, I think she's done it in 6 different languages already. So really exciting. Are you there, babe? Brittany? She must be. Where is she going with regards to anything? But anyway, just wanted to say as well, you know, like just once again, let's go back and really think about when you said yes, when you signed up as a distributor, what was it for you that you, oh, she left. Did she leave? She's coming back. Hopefully she's coming back. Let's see where she's going. Let's talk about that. Where, you know, this is a week of conference. And those of you that know that are on the line, you know, I don't know about you when you said yes. I know, Amanda, yours was getting you to conference was really the transformational part in you know, for you to make your decision. For me, it was conference as well. And, you know, the concept, as we say, concepts are constant, techniques vary. So just because this is a virtual event doesn't mean we don't give it the same attention that it needs. We want to direct people. Remember, like when you're at a live conference, what do we say? We used to say, you know, what breakouts are you going to? What are you excited about? What do you want to learn more about? What are those things that you're going to do? And so really make sure that we're getting in there with our teams so that we can guide them as well about what this conference experience is about. And if you're a sales coordinator or above, you should have gotten a gift. It was supposed to go a little bit later, but you got it early. But if you hopefully let us know if you're a sales coordinator or above that you got a little gift in the mail, on your email from us as well. So Brittany, you back? You there? Is she there?
Hear me? I'm here.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to let you take over. Okay.
All right. So we started doing, I definitely love the idea that Eliana had, where she was showing us how we can start our business strong and really fast. And we want to keep doing things that are easy to duplicate, that we can get through really quick. So the Start Strong Guide, it's just like an A4 for each country. So I did a couple languages already. So I'm just waiting for us to just confirm that these are all the languages. So can everybody see my screen?
Yes, we can.
So I'm just going to go through the English one. So it's 3 basic steps that you need to take your customers through. So once you get through, you have them do a questionnaire. So basically they'll say, hey, this is what I want to get from this business when I started. And then you can keep them accountable. So this is what it looks like. So I'm just waiting on confirmation from everyone that have already seen it, just to say, hey, it's good. And then I'll send them out individually. So right now they're pretty much all at once. All in one.
That's amazing. So can Cynthia, you want to kind of go through this with her right now? Because I'm on my cell phone. Can you guys, let's just walk. Cynthia, you want to pick somebody and walk them through this process? Who wants to be our little sample? Then, and I'm gonna let Cynthia walk that person through. Who would like to be that person? Okay, I get to nominate somebody. Amanda, you're going to be, Cynthia's going to walk you through this, and we're going to do a little mock situation here. Is that all right, Cynthia?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
fine.
Okay, cool.
So,
So-
can I just make up things? Like I'm just pretending?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So Amanda, so excited that you decided to join the business. First of all, glad to have you on the team. The exciting thing is that this is so simple. It's simple, and I'm going to walk you through exactly what you will do when you grow your team. So the first thing is that basically what I do with people is I just say, I'm going to send you a one-page document. It's self-explanatory. And when you're finished, let me know, send me your answers, and then we'll schedule time, because that tells me if they're independent and how much hand-holding it's going to take. And basically if it's going to be a pain in the ass. It's a good kind of filter for me. And so I've used it twice, and both people, I've not had to explain anything, and they've completed it the same day and sent me the answers, and we scheduled for a follow-up the next day.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Yeah. So, basically I just put together these questions, which are the ones that we always ask people. It's just that this lets them do it on their own time, and it really lets them think about their answers that they're going to bring to me.
Mhm.
Instead of me asking them on the phone, which is what I used to do. I feel like it kind of put them on the spot. And this, I think, is more digestible, and they can really kind of dig into their why instead of me putting them on the spot. So it's really self-explanatory. Why did you decide to start your Juice Plus business? What do you want to achieve that you don't have yet?
Mhm.
Like
That's
that
great.
just is it's just a way for you to start really thinking. Like for me, when I started, I hadn't had a dream since I was little. Like it was always just about the practical things and the safe things and the things that were attainable, and nothing was crazy. Like I never thought about living in the Caribbean, which I am now. Like that would have been something that I would have been like, that's never going to be possible. And Juice Plus really opened that up for me. And so I think this first part is really about that. And so the other thing that I love about this is the second part of number one is, if you don't achieve your goals with this business, how will you do it? What's your plan B? Like, do you have anything else that you could do that will get you these dreams that you just came up with? I'll give you an example. So I did this with my 19-year-old daughter, who has been talking about joining the business since she was 16, and she keeps dragging her feet. And so now she has a car payment, and she wants Juice Plus money to pay her car payment. And she answered that, what is your plan B? And she was going to have to get a weekend job. And so it just puts it in perspective. Would you rather do this on your own time with no ceiling in, what you could do with it? Or would you rather work 7 days a week?
Mhm.
So that was really powerful for her. And then the second part, Brittany, if you could slide it to the second part. I put together these bundles, which I never did before. I never encouraged people to buy everything from the beginning. I was always like, whatever you feel comfortable with, what are your health goals? But now I'm like, no, everybody should try Complete immediately.
Mhm.
And everybody should try at least the trio.
And Cheryl, can I just say something about that? Cheryl, when I started in the business, she was insistent about that. Because she was always like, but you wouldn't open a store half empty. And then once again, it was a great way to find out how serious somebody was. So that was just, I just want to throw that in there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It almost strengthened my commitment to go more, but that's just me.
Yes. And I feel like, that's what I do with customers. So it's weird that I wouldn't do that with a distributor. But anyway, so I put these packages in here so that I always included Complete. But then also just saying, you have to be a raving fan if you're going to be good at this business. So this is how you start that process. And then I just put the link to the video about how you place your first order and log into the new virtual office, because that also gives you a good idea of how well they're going to be able to navigate that. And, you know, if you can send them a Zoom link and they can get into it, or you can send them, you know, a video, are they going to watch it? So that at both times it's worked great. So, and then the third one, you want to switch it, Brittany? I changed this. So the one that Ileana had just asked for 25 names, but I added 25 people that you want on the product, and then an additional 25 people that you would want to have on your team. Just because I feel like 25 isn't very many. And so it kind of gives us an opportunity to talk through more names when we meet. So, so yeah, it's really self-explanatory. And then just mentioning, like, who do you know with a weak immune system? Who do you want to improve their skin? Who wants more energy? So it just kind of gives them ideas about what the product can do without going through the whole spiel about what it can do. Yeah. And then also putting in the average person completes these in 24 hours, so that it doesn't just sit around on somebody's desk. So it's been great for me. So in my process for my team, the second step is, once we send this, we send the pricing sheet and the profit, so that they know how much things cost, and they're prepared to have that conversation when we get on the phone with them. But those are the only things that we send before we meet with them.
I think what it really helps to do, like what I noticed, because I did one person with this so far and myself, you know, just walking myself through it, I wasn't so angst is what happened to me. You know, I was very, I felt like I could really get laser focused. Like, yeah, like you said, like I know somebody who wants, you know, who has this weak immune system. Yeah, I know somebody who wants to improve their skin. And I felt like it was very upfront and honest with me about all of the products. I liked that, you know. But anybody has any feedback about this? Because I want to make sure we stay to our 30-minute call. Anybody, before Brittany puts more work into this and translating them in different languages and putting them up, does anybody have anything they want to share about it? About what you like about it?
I'll share. I love that it's not like make a list of 25 people who will want to buy the product, you know, or who want to buy the business, because sometimes that will shut down new team. So I love that. Will this be in a PDF, like the links to the things? Like, how is this distributed?
Brittany?
Yes, it's a PDF.
Yeah, awesome. Great tool.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Mo.
Oh, that Lori. Yeah. Well, you're good. You got everybody.
Mo just sent me a message on Facebook.
Oh, well. We love Mo. Anybody else have anything that they want to share? I'm really excited about the conference this week. I hope that you guys will invite people. This might be the first step. I think this would be a good first step. If you've got some people that you've been nervous about calling and talking about the business and, you know, knowing where really to start or what to do, I think this would be a great opportunity to open this up for people and get them to the conference, you know, this week, especially because it's free. So, anybody
Loren,
else? Yes. Yep.
You mentioned
Mo?
that you're doing a breakout. Do you
I am.
know when that is?
I'm doing
2
it.
o'clock on Friday. 2 o'clock on Friday and 12 o'clock on Saturday.
No, it's 3 o'clock on, I think it's 3 o'clock, isn't it?
Nope, as of
Pacific.
today, it was 2 and 12.
At what time? What?
Pacific?
Central.
Oh,
I think it's
Central. Yeah, Central. You're making me nervous. Yeah, Central time. Shit. I was like, oh my God, they've moved content around for me to do the wealth mastery, and that's 1 hour. And
You
Yeah.
guys, I'll post in YOLO now. It just came across on Boxer. Like somebody did a really nice, here's what the conference is and every day. And
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'll post that now because I think it's going to be helpful. It's here's how you register if you haven't registered yet. So that's going to go in YOLO right now.
Awesome. Well, I am loving this. Our Monday call next May 3rd is going to be on Amanda's going to give us her Zoom number for that one. But I really love this. Brittany, thank you. Does anybody have any other things before she keeps translating, or any feedback for her before we all try this out? I would love for us to, I'd love to give feedback that, hey, I ran 3 people through this, or I ran 1 person through this, and here's what I'm loving, and here's what it's great. But I think if we can just start here and not over, stress people out too much, but just make them feel like, oh my God, I could figure out a 1 page. I could figure out a 1 page with people just to get them going. So
Yeah,
anybody?
I think it's
Go ahead.
brilliant. I think it's so clear. And I just want to add in a plug for Cheryl Cortese's call. If you haven't listened to Jessica yet, she's doing it on feeling for athletes, young athletes. And so I would use the next 15 minutes to get an invite to that, because you're going to catch parents, even if you didn't catch them earlier, you can still invite to that call, and it's a great call.
Awesome. Yep. And so we're going to hold it to our 30 minutes now. So let's all jump off, and thank you, Brittany. And thank you, Cynthia, and everybody else. You guys rock. We're also going to have, I don't know if you guys know, but as Mo shared this morning on the call, Austin, if you guys remember Austin, who was Nancy Ross recruited him. And can you share real quick about Austin? And we're going to have him on an upcoming call. Can you share a little bit real quick about Austin?
So he since joining Juice Plus, he went really big with the towers in Indiana. Since then, he's moved to Portland, and he's in Portland restarting up, doing tower gardens. But he got really famous on Facebook through his sustainable living page. And right now, he just sent me actually a few minutes ago, Facebook has him doing ads for his sustainable living page because he has 75,000 members. And they paid him to do that ad. And he's really, he's like really excited. And he also started a sustainable living app where people can put their business into that. So he's like rocking. He just went crazy since he joined Juice Plus.
So they're so excited. So we're going to have him on a call. We'll let you guys know about that as well.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody. I can't wait to share with you later.
Thanks, Lauren. Thanks, Brittany.
Bye.